Welcome back YouTubers to my channel of an everyday life of an Aspie. If you're new, I'm Aspie. I'm all about creating mental health and awareness and sharing my life stories with autism and mental health videos along with tips and advice, as well as also taking you all on a journey what life is like with its autism and the like. So if you're into any of these videos, feel free to smash the subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos, because I usually upload 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but that may subject to change. Just keep an eye out for me when I'm floating about it, either in the social medias of Twitter, Instagram or Facebook groups, so that I can give you a heads up. So today is going to be a different video. This one's just a come and follow me dining with Aspie kind of series, and this one is joined by FireTheLier, which you've seen so many times before, which I'll link his channel into the description box below, as well as you can pop over to us to say hello. Fire, Aspie has sent me here, and if you like some of his content, show your support by either subscribing or just commenting on some of his videos. He'll be much happy for that. This one's basically with FireTheLier when we went down to the strong room in Feilding. Description where you can find it, but in the meantime I can also find the strong room above me in the map above me as well, to let you guys know where it is. Sit tight and I'll see you all shortly. Food, and that as we were coming in, obviously it was a busy time despite it, because of it being with the rugby games that we had in New Zealand here, because rugby obviously is a New Zealand icon, kind of traditional thing that most New Zealand Kiwis celebrate, you know, when it comes to play. And that within that, even though I was busy and even though one of the tables was reserved with a waitress there at the time, had to move us to another table, so to speak, and within that she quickly served us with the menus and water and whatnot, and asked for what we wanted, a quick smart for our drink to start off with. I was really fast, and the atmosphere was bubbly and friendly, obviously, especially with the background of people watching rugby. There was a party going on in the background as well there. And in saying this, also basically the service is really good. They went above and beyond, obviously, with the food. When we ordered it, it was top notch, obviously. As you will see, basically that FireTheLier had what we had, and in saying this also with their food, out of 5 ratings, if I have to, I'll give them a 5 for that, as well as 5 for their customer service, and the overall experience for it will be 5 out of 5 also. I highly recommend this place. Saying this, don't forget that I have got a merch store that I'm trying to hopefully add a bit more, the Patreon account. For those of you who are new today, Patreon is like a subsidy account for us creators, be it music creators, content creators that are doing mental health or water form it is that they're using as a form of the platform on YouTube, Twitch, or wherever else they may likely to fly about. Basically a bit about giving back to you guys when you do support. So if you feel to donate to me, big or small, no pressure basically, but it'd be much appreciated if you did. But hey, this will cover my cost of my rent, the travel when I do some more traveling with Aspie series, or just traveling in general, as well as maybe better recording equipment, so to speak, with the camera setup and whatnot, so that I'm not solely relying on my phone, and many other parts that we're saying. And in saying this, with the Patreon account, basically you'll see that I've been trying to do some benefits and ties for you to give back to you as I thank you for, you know, journeying with me, even though some of it will be maybe for free, some of it, you know, maybe need out of my pocket to send you guys certain stuff, be it if it may be if you do donate to a certain amount merch of your choice, versus basically maybe if I can afford to print out a copy of my book that I did 3 years ago, if you're interested in reading my life story more there. And I'm saying this also just to let you guys know down that I've got some projects in the works that I'm still hoping that if anyone wants to participate for project number 1 of the Journey Through the Mind series that you may have seen, Lydia, who was the first participant from Life with Lydia, basically sharing her life story. So I'm hoping to do short blurts of documentary style stories basically based on this. And in saying this, basically, if you want to be on the bandwagon in any way for that, feel free to comment below. As well as saying this, the second project of it was supposed to be an icebreaker for you guys, just to answer a series of questions. And if you do decide to come back for the second part of that Journey Through the Mind series to be a more depth storyline, please feel free, because I'm hoping later today, if all goes to plan, and I'm hoping to maybe get someone on the side to maybe animate them or what have you. And I'm saying this also, if you've seen some of my other videos, be it through my poetry, my baking with Aspie and everything else, please let me know what you would see more of, because at this point of time it's all about giving back to you guys regardless. But I know I should be focusing solely on mental health and awareness and acceptance and inclusion as an advocate, but I would like to try and bring in some mixture of things so I don't bore you guys, so that you can just, instead of getting to know me, maybe getting to know others that were interested in coming into play. And then there's also just a heads up, basically I was hoping in the works later today to do a second part of my book that I did based on my life of an Aspie, looking through the life of Aspergers Syndrome or something, guys. I'll link the link in the description below based on that as well, so that if any one of you that are maybe autistic and are from the autistic community groups and you're interested in participating, let me know, so that maybe we can get the ball rolling and get the short stories done and up as well as a third part of my book series, because I'm still thinking that there are certain topics I may have not touched base on from the first part of my book of the Journey Through Life with Aspergers Syndrome of mine. And to wrap it up, basically I have some other funding pages, like basically GoFunding or some other funding page that I've got, that if you're interested in maybe doing it through there instead of through basically Patreon. But as you know, Patreon and this other one, you have the option of PayPal and just insert bank account details and whatnot. And also, I'm trying to get my blog up to date so I can create it as a website, hopefully as of before next year, because that's my main goal. I'm still looking for someone who is willing to actually maybe help me design it from WordPress to actually put this web address in and stuff and tidy it up, so that we can actually put other bits and pieces in that you may want to see on there, so to speak, if you've seen it, sort of thing. Hopefully you're enjoying some of the read-ups of what I write, even though it's similar to what I share with you guys of certain videos I may have put out, sort of thing. So it's easier for you guys when you come onto my WordPress site, that if you're a visual person as like a reader person, some of it is similar, but it should hopefully have some bits and pieces. And also in saying this, I'm at this point of time been away for a few times too, because of the subtitling I'm doing. But hopefully you enjoyed this video, and do what you love what you do. Until next time, I'll see you again soon. Ciao for now.